Yeah, we can start now. It's
Okay.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Right. Okay.
So, my name is RYOMA. I'm a college student, and I started a blog on men's fashion and lifestyle around a year ago, and I've been doing Instagram for almost a year.
Okay.
In October will be a year.
Today we're joined by RYOMA, who is an Instagram success story and influencer in Montreal. Can you tell us a little bit how that started, just like blogging mostly about men's fashion?
I was always passionate about men's fashion.
Okay.
I had a visible interest in that, and
Okay.
people would notice it. And what I hated about being a guy that liked fashion in a world where fashion is more like stereotypically for women and for homosexuals, I didn't like that image.
Okay.
I didn't like the fact that people would judge me without knowing me
Okay.
about my sexual orientation,
Right.
or the fact that I was maybe a bit feminine just
Right.
because I like fashion.
Right.
People don't really want to voice their opinion to me. They it just kind of like spreads around.
Right, and that actually made me so sad because I remember you posting on Instagram one time that people assume that you're gay, but whatever, I'll take one for the team, I guess. And that just made me so sad because, I mean, you know, even if you were, who cares?
In high school, there was literally a rumor about me being gay, and like,
Right.
I had to deal with that, and it was just, that was like kind of the peak of where I was like, you know, it shouldn't be like that. So in high school, I was in a program that was forcing me to do a year-long project
Okay.
in which you would create a product or anything really, and I did that on men's fashion.
Okay.
I wrote a book about essential tips and
Okay.
tricks about how you can improve your style. So that's what I did. I wrote a book. I had tips and tricks. I had fun facts, inspirations, and whatnot. Last year in summer, that's when I started having an interest into how to make money out of your passion, because obviously when I would look at people doing their 9 to 5s and I didn't want life to just be, after school I'll have to work,
Right.
and from that point, that's how life will be, and I didn't
Waiting
want
for the
that.
weekend.
Exactly. So I read a book about creating fun money.
Okay.
Fun money being like money that you do while
Okay.
having fun. And in the last chapter, it said that you could create a WordPress site and create a blog.
Right.
So that's what I did. I looked up how to make a blog, and I made one. And from that point, I pretty much wrote whatever I had in my book into my website. At this point, I was like, oh well, if I write about fashion, I need pictures. So I started taking pictures of me with clothes. First, like my sister was taking pictures of me with her iPhone.
Okay.
My dad with his Samsung Galaxy.
Okay, so it actually started with your family taking pictures of you.
Yeah, exactly. I
Okay.
did have a phase where I was like, I can't always rely on someone.
Right.
I have to be able to think in my own way. So
Right.
I did buy a bunch of things on Amazon.
Okay.
I had a Bluetooth remote so that I could take pictures.
I have that.
But it doesn't change the fact that no matter how hard you try to do everything on your own, it gets hard at some point. You can't do things on your own forever.
Right.
You need
For
a
sure.
team. You need people. You need an opinion. In terms of creation, it's like 2 months better than one.
Right.
So I started talking with people about taking pictures, photographers for their portfolio, and me for my pictures, and it just went on, and that's just how I got to improve my modeling skill, my blogging, and my photography. Everything just like built up, and that's how I got where I am now.
Last year, you started Instagram last year, and I think this is really incredible. When I found that out, I was like, wow. You started this last year, and you already have 20,000 followers. How does that make you feel when it's said out loud like that?
Honestly, when I started, I used to look up to people that had 3,000 followers, 4,000, and 10,000 would be like inconceivable. And now that I'm in this position, I really feel like it actually doesn't matter. Whether I have 20,000 followers or when I started at 400, of course, I get some acknowledgement and recognition in terms of you know, my work and my work ethic, the efforts, the quality of my content, and of course when I get recognized in the street, because it happens sometimes. It's fun. It makes me happy that people actually like go out of their way in order to like tell me, oh, are you RYOMA? I like your pictures, and it's very nice. However, especially when I have friends or like I meet new people, just because you know I'm growing a little business, let's say, on Instagram, does not mean that somebody else is not better than me or that I'm better than anyone. Right. I mean, I'm definitely happy. I'm very grateful about being able to call this, you know, something that I've been doing. Right, for sure. But it doesn't really matter as much. You know?
Another thing that probably shocks a lot of people is RYOMA is only 18 years old. Ooh. Is that, yeah, we went there, yes. What do people usually say when they find out?
They're surprised, of course. They tell me, oh my god, you're such a baby, you know?
Right.
The fact that I've been able to, you know, undertake this kind of project and being able to keep it growing is of course like something that people are always surprised about. Right. I've been doing something seriously at the age of 18 and already being able to pinpoint something that I like and that I would like potentially make a living out of is, you know, I guess it's really nice and people notice it. People these days, especially teenagers, it's very hard to try to fit in a society where everyone has to do one thing and they have to know as quick as possible, and people are often lost. Maybe the fact that I got to find something that I liked and that I'm actually actively working on it is maybe something that surprises people a bit. Right, exactly. And I think that you have a lot of drive for someone your age, and I'm kind of envious. I wish I had that kind of drive at that age. I mean, I just kind of like went all over the place. I was into plants, and then I was into YouTubing, and then I was into writing a book, and then I was into YouTubing again, and then I was into e-commerce. It's very admirable, the fact that you have so much drive in pursuing and, you know, spending all this energy in doing that. I think that's really wonderful, and I think that's a lot to look up to. Well, it's funny because when you brought that up, sometimes I find myself telling myself, oh, I should have started even earlier. Because if you started even earlier, you would have so much of like an advance. The answer I find to that is that if you were to start earlier or later, circumstances are always different. If I was younger, I probably wouldn't have the same resources, the same opportunities as now. And I think that whatever you're doing at the time you're doing it, if you're confident in yourself and if you know you want to do it, I think anything is possible anytime. I love that. Anything is possible. How long is this? Yeah, I have 18 minutes of you talking about yourself. So it's so long. It's actually not that much. This is why it takes me like 2 weeks to edit it. Blah 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 blah. I'm prepared. Do you prepare? A bit, yeah. I did a bit. I don't go often on YouTube as a thing. Like, especially recently, I've been way too caught up on Instagram. Right.